three basic ethics that we apply to all of our farming. Those three ethics are earth care, people care, and fair share. So by using those three ethics, we try and create a farming that goes beyond traditional organic farming and not only addresses the needs of the consumer and the person selling, but also addresses the needs of the environment, which in this day and age with climate change is very, very important. So I'm an organic farmer. I'm based here in Langata. We're on a 2.5 acre property. Bit limited for space, but we try and maximize and grow as many high profitable, high yielding things as possible in our small space. So we basically employ the approach of permaculture, which is in a way beyond organic farming. Organic farming is basically strictly trying to restrict the use of chemicals and fertilizer. We actually try to go beyond that and improve the biodiversity and the soil health and the hydrology of the area by employing different strategies and using three basic ethics that we apply to all of our farming. Those three ethics are earth care, people care, and fair share. So by using those three ethics, we try and create a farming that goes beyond traditional organic farming and not only addresses the needs of the consumer and the person selling, but also addresses the needs of the environment, which in this day and age with climate change is very, very important. So we've been farming intensively for about 2 years now, 2.5 years, going nearly 3. My inspiration or my source to get into farming was basically I didn't have a job and I was sitting at home and I needed to make some money. So I started thinking and I started looking at what we have available and looking at that kind of stuff and not, trying to make connections and save money, not take on too much at once, and just, there's a saying in permaculture, start small and grow. So you start and then you start growing basically. You reinvest wisely, just keep the scale small, and then once it starts growing, it starts taking off, for sure. So permaculture was a movement founded by a man called Bill Mollison. He's an Australian. He sadly passed away a few years ago. And he basically saw the system of agriculture around the world. And he was shocked. He was like, there's going to be no soil left, basically, in 100 years. So he, through a couple of other people, they came up with this concept of permaculture, which combines the words permanent, and agriculture. So it's basically a type or a style of agriculture that looks to go beyond sufficiency and into regenerative practices. So instead of trying to just maintain what exists, we're trying to actually make it better through biodiversity, through tree planting, through moving as much away from the concept of monoculture as possible. A lot of farming, organic farming is monocultural. For example, in California, all of the carrots, they grow organically, but they use very old groundwater, so it's not sustainable. It's organic, but it's not sustainable. So we try and go beyond that and try and actually create an agricultural system that it's future-proof. It's resilient to climate change, and it improves the environment, which is ultimately we need the soil, we need the water.
Can I eat this straight right now?
Yeah, no worries. That's an awesome shot.
It's going to be on KTN tonight.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So our main products at the moment, we sell what are called microgreens. Basically, they are like sprouted seeds. They are very, very nutritious, very good for you. They have up to 40 times what the fully grown plant has in terms of micronutrients, which you need for your body. So we sell these mainly to restaurants, no problem. We sell these mainly to restaurants and a couple of home individuals, health-conscious people. We sell loose-leaf salads, so we have some rocket at the moment. So arugula or rocket, depending on whether you're a British or American. And we also have raw honey, so we have some hives on our shamba. which we try to harvest in a very holistic way, so as to not overburden the bees. We try not to take too much wax. We mainly harvest honey. Yeah, so for now those are our main products, but we look to grow as many different unusual varieties for restaurants and health-conscious people. That's kind of the model that we use for profitability, is to grow that kind of unusual product.